Here we are, welcome back to the channel, and this is the RTR League Race Run round 9. This is the sprint race event, so we have 3 races, first of which we're at Watkins Glen on the short course, in the GR4 car, and the Ford Mustang GR4, 40 laps on this course, and we're racing soft tyres as usual. So this is the qualifying lap, and this is where we set our fastest lap of qualifying. You can see at the minute Valkyrie set a lap time of a 1:12.996. In practice we did set one, I think just a 12.8 to a 12.7. So we need to get, as you see Jake there taking pole at the minute under 1:12.7. Coming to this tricky chicane, and this is going to be a race for survival around Watkins Glen, because very easy to get penalties, especially in that chicane and various other places around the circuit. Apologies for my voice again. It seems that the man flu has made its way back, so my voice seems to be getting deeper and deeper. There we go, we'll do our best to get you through the action. It's come to the last couple of tricky corners. We're 10th ahead at the minute. We've got Tom just in front. Doesn't compromise our run into the last corner. But yeah, we're going to come across the line, and we're going to see if we can beat a 1:12.7. At the minute we've set a lap time at 1:13.1. We can only come across for 13.0, and that takes us to 5th place. So quite a disappointing qualifying. Not our best, considering that we've got 12.7, 12.8 in practice. But congrats to Tempo, first pole of the season. Jake in 2nd, Valk 3rd, Tom, myself, Raymag, Kevin in 7th, Vegas in P8. We've got Allbang in 9th, Dreamcatcher in 10th, Reva, and we've got Chris not setting the lap time in 12th place. So as mentioned before, this is going to be a race for survival. Let's see if we can start with trouble. I think one of the main aims for this race, especially, just to not try and get a penalty. I mean, where the penalty line is on this one, it's not too bad. We'll see how we go. Let's start the race. We've got 5 lights. We're in no traction control on this Ford. And lights out, and away we go on the first race of the night. You can see Kevin behind gets an absolute flyer behind us, so we're going to try and keep it nice and clean to the first corner, go as deep as we can. We're side by side with Valkyrie, just squeezing down the inside. We've got Kevin looking to come down the inside as well, but we just managed to hold them off into P4, so move straight away. Jake already taking the lead from Tempo on the first corner as well, and we've got Tom pushing hard in P3. This is where we need to defend straight away on lap 1. Valkyrie will try and go for a move, hold them off nicely. Tom and Tempo going side by side into that dodgy chicane as well. We're on board with Raymag, and we're coming to this chicane. You can see Kevin just drifts across slightly. I'm not sure if he just didn't see Raymag there, but unfortunately for Raymag, just catching the wheels onto the grass and goes wide. So into the end of lap 1, we're coming down the inside of Tom. Just going to be tight into this left-hander. No contact, from side by side with Tom. Going to this last one, we've got Valkyrie right behind us, all pushing. Tom holding on to that position for now, but manages to get a half-second penalty. Again, I'm not entirely sure where he got that from. So it didn't look like he went wide. We're sticking with him because we've got the penalty line just after this chicane. No point trying to go for a silly move there. It could end in tears. We're sticking behind him to take advantage. We've got Valkyrie and Kevin battling behind as well. With Tom now running up to this penalty line, and we're going to take 3rd place as Tom serves his penalty. Tempo is in front now, right behind Jake, so these two are fighting for the lead as well. So on to lap 2, on board with Chris in the back of the grid, coming down the inside of Vegas. You can see how easy to see a penalty just there. Look, I mean, it barely looks any different than what everyone else did, but a 1.5 second penalty for that is so harsh. But yes, Chris getting a 1.5 second penalty for that. So lap 5, we're on board with Dreamcatcher into P8 on the inside of Old Banger. The nice move on turn 1. You can see on lap 6 there we've got Jake and Tempo still fighting for that lead, and Jake's actually picked up a half-second penalty, and Valkyrie behind has actually got a half-second penalty as well. The Tempo now is going to take the lead, puts it down the inside, and Jake's going to serve this penalty, so that's good for Tempo. And we're on board with ourselves now. We're going to try and go around, if we can, right through the middle of these pairs. So we take Val, and we get Jake on the inside on this left-hander. You can see as Jake comes right down the inside on the next one, not giving up, come down the inside on this last corner, slight bit of contact puts us wide, and that puts everyone back into play. Now this is absolutely brilliant racing. You can see as we cross the line now, there's 5 of us all battling for second place. So we back off slightly, and we're going to try and do a nice switcheroo. We end up coming out on top with a fantastic move. And we've got to have another look at that again, because that was absolutely fantastic. You can see 5 cars involved. Look at this one, almost 5 wide going to this first corner. Absolute chaos. We'll just back off just enough and get a nice run up the hill into second place. But what fantastic action. You see on board with Tom. You can see we're on the outside there. Kevin's stuck behind Jake in second at the minute. Valk just there giving Tom enough room against the wall. Tom breaks late on the inside, and there's just swooping down through the middle. But what an absolute fantastic bit of action there from LTR. And Valkyrie just getting enough momentum to follow us up the hill into P3. So on lap 8, we're on board with Tom. He gets a nice run out of turn 1. And he's going to take that 3rd place off Valkyrie. This is absolutely crazy race this is. In lap 8 we got Reva, onboard Reva and Obanger just in front, serving his penalty. Reva taking P8 and Dreamcatcher as well, following through nicely into the top 10 into 9th place. It's having a great race so far. Well, lap 9, on board with Romag on a recovery drive after that off on the first lap. It's going to look to go down the inside of Obanger to turn 1. Just manages to do so nicely. He's got Dreamcatcher just in front and Revo just in front of that as well. So nice recovery drive at the minute for Romag. So on lap 11 you can see the 3 cars in front and Jake all go wide on the first corner. So you've got Tom, Val, Kevin and Jake all go wide in that first corner on lap 11. So you can see they've all picked up penalties as well. So that's good news for us in second place. At the minute we haven't managed to get a penalty, and that should give us a bit of breathing space. So you can see the end of the lap, we've all served the penalties. We've got Kevin Randy on the outside, and then he's got the inside line for the next one in to take Valkyrie into P4. Tom still holding that podium position at the minute. Tom has actually set the fastest lap of the race at 12.8. So on board Dreamcatcher, you've got Raymag, you've got a penalty, and you've got Chris had a 2-second penalty there as well. So back and forth, look at Yo-Yo, what an absolutely crazy race this was. 14 laps of pure chaos, but absolutely loved it. So you've got these 3, look at, you've got Kevin, Tom and Valkyrie all going to chicane. Is he going to make it out? Look at that, Tom holding on to that podium, he wants his podium. Valkyrie, Kevin and Jake still there as well. The final lap of the race into this first corner. What a move this is by Jake, look at this. Opportunity, went down the inside, takes 2 positions. It was a great move for that 4th place, and you've got Tom in his sights. We're going to follow Kevin into the chicane. You can see Jake down the inside and Valkyrie. And again, it's a close call. Jake picks up a 1.5 second penalty, and Valkyrie actually picks the same up again, so they won't be able to serve that penalty. So that's going to double by the time they cross the finish line. So yeah, we're on board the last lap of the race. You can see on board with Tempo, drove an absolutely crack around pole position and takes his first win of the season. What a drive by Tempo. He's entered in a nice bit of sideways action across the line. And we take 2nd place from 5th, though we're pleased with that. Tom come across the line to take a podium. You can see we're on board Ramag, hasn't finished yet. He's going side by side Reva on the last corner. He needs a decent run just to get enough momentum. I think he's just going to do it. So great recovery drive from Ramag to take 8th place. So Tempo with his first win. We finished just 2 seconds behind Tempo after all that action. Tom in 3rd, Kevin ends up in 4th, Jake and Valkyrie serving as penalties 4th and 5th, Vegas in 7th, Raymag, River, Dreamcatcher, Chris and Albanger are your top 12. So we're on to race 2. And this thing I've got to say is probably my worst combination that we've had this season. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of this one, to be honest. So we're starting P2, we're on Dragon Tail Gardens, and we're in the Jag F-Type GR3 car. This car is an absolute horrible car to drive. We've got traction control on one, and also counter steer assist, which will go down the inside of tempo to take the lead. But this chicane coming up is absolutely awful, especially in this car. Didn't get to grips with this circuit at all. Don't think I've only ever been on the circuit, but I think once before. So we're learning as we go, unfortunately, for this one. So on board with tempo. You see, I think the back end, maybe a little help from another car. I'm not entirely sure. But that's unfortunate for tempo after winning the last race. And Raymack also must have got a tap into that chicane as well. So again, unfortunate for Raymack. Another first lap incident. Got on board with Jake down the inside of Vegas to take P5. And you've got Valkyrie and Kevin. Tom looking fast in P2 as well. And for this race, I was not confident at all. I knew this race I wasn't going to win. Having practiced on it, yeah, just absolutely awful. Awful combination, awful car. Couldn't get any of the corners right, to be honest. Real struggle. See Tom coming down the inside into this real tight hairpin. We're trying to brake as late as we can. Like I said, we're going to try and keep people behind as much as we can, but we don't want to fight too hard and end up losing time. We were slightly wide on the exit there, can't really turn in. Nice overtake by Tom. You can see Valkyrie trying to make a move. We're going to try and hold him off if we can. A slight bit of contact going to that right hander. So we're on board with Jake. You can see he gets a good run out of that tight hairpin there. So the inside of Kevin to take 4. And himself and Valkyrie going side by side there. And that's a slight bit of contact. Nothing much in that at all, but yeah, Jake having a fantastic run at the minute into P3. And Tom looking fast in the lead. You see, I was really struggling with this chicane, could not get it right whatsoever. Ended up hitting that little sausage curb, and this is where I was losing a lot of time coming out of there. But Jake with a great move down the inside. So Jake now in 2nd place, driving really well. So again, we brake as late as we can. But the idea is just to try and stick with them. We've got 10 laps, 1 lap 4 at the minute, so we'll do what we can. So we're into lap 5. Valkyrie gets a good run out of the last corner. So we're not going to fight too hard and lose more time. So we're going to tuck back in nicely and hopefully just stick with these guys and try and pick up any places if we can, a bit further on down the race. So a bit further back, we're on board with Raymack again, making a recovery drive down the inside of Vegas into this double left-hander at the end of the lap. Raymack now into P9. Somebody Tom, and Tom was comfortably in the lead, and then all of a sudden this happens. His wheel actually loses connection, and what a shame that is by Tom. What an absolute shame. So his wheel lost connection, one who's in the lead, and then we're going to come as well down to this tight hairpin on the outside. So what a shame. What a shame. I'm looking fast as well in this combination. So we take 3rd place. So we can hold on to the podium with 3 laps to go. The Woody Ramrag now, he's caught Albanger on the inside of Albanger on lap 9. So nice drive, and he's got the closer edge just in front of him, try and get him to the last lap of the race. But this is the final lap. We managed to hold on to 3rd place. You can see the 2 guys in front just coming out under the bridge there, back in front. We're going to have a look at that into these last 2 corners of the race. You can see there Valkyrie temporarily just taking the lead. Jake holding the inside line, and this is going to be a run to the finish, but Jake just holding on with the fastest lap of the race as well. So Jake takes a win, Valkyrie in 2nd place. We come across in 3rd, which to be honest was a great drive, considering that this was an absolutely awful combination. So Jake takes the win, Valkyrie in 2nd, myself in 3rd, Kevin takes 4th, Tom after that unfortunate incident there takes 5th place, closer in 6th, Raymack 7th with a great recovery drive, Allbanger 8th, Reverie 9th, Tempo in 10th after spin on the first lap, and Vegas in 11th place. So we're on to the last race of the evening. Tokyo Expressway Central, anti-clockwise, and yeah, so with the road car, we're on sport soft tyres, and this is going to be chaos. From the Ferrari F8 Tributo, 19, not say so. So we've got TC on 2 with counter steer assist, because this car is a bit of an animal, and we don't know this track at all. Honestly, we've never been on this track. And in these Tokyo Expressways, there is literally no room for error whatsoever. It's just barriers, walls, and that's it. So we've got to be careful. To reverse grid, so we start to third from the back, but you can just see everyone missing braking points. It's absolute chaos everywhere. So you can see, and Ramak again having a first lap incident. So on an unlucky night for Ramak, he's got an absolute nightmare on the first lap. So we're on board, but further down we've got Tom having an incident there, so we take 8th place. We had a good run out of there to take Valve on the outside into 7th. So I'm board with Tom there, just going side by side with Reva, back end coming out. Tom losing a lot of place, going down to 10th place. So you can see in 7th at the minute. We've got our banger just in front, back end skipping out. We're going to go around the outside if we can, just about make it. Jake just in front of us as well. So it's all kicking off at the beginning of the race. But on lap 2 we get a good run out that corner. We're going to go down the inside of Reva to take P6. Vegas in the minute, holding the lead. He's driving well. And Bach and Kevin just in front as well. So lap 3, Jake down the inside of Tempo to take 2nd place, and again Jake looking rapid in this Ferrari and this combination. So lap 3 you can see just in front there, and there's an off for Kevin. Unfortunately, we'll have to have a look at that to see what happens. So we're on board with Kevin. There's a cut back end, is just skipping out as he's going around there. I think he just catches Valk on the back, and that's it. That's enough to take him round. And Kevin losing a few places, goes down to 8th place I think there. So we're into 5th place. Tempo is a little bit of a tank slapper, ends up hitting the wall. Manages just to ghost out. So lucky for us, but yeah. We end up in taking P4. So in lap 4 now, we've got Jake, who's caught Vegas, looking to make a move. He's going to go on the outside, back end sliding all over the place. But Jake taking the lead on lap 4 and setting the fastest lap of the race as well at the minute. So Jake, yeah, looking on fire. On board with Valkyrie on lap 5, so he's following through nicely as well. He's got Vegas down the inside. Valkyrie also looking quick. So, on board with Kevin, you can see they're close without taking 2 for 1. Bit of an incident there between Kevin and Reva just hitting these walls. It's so easily done around here, especially in this car with sport soft tyres. It's absolutely crazy. Crazy race. Another really tough combo tonight. So Kevin takes the closer on lap 8 down the inside to take P6. Look at the cars all over the place. This is absolute chaos. So on lap 8, we've managed to catch Vegas, and we're going to look now to try and take him down inside in the first corner as we get onto lap 9. The 2 laps to go, we're going on the inside. Managed to get managed to get 3rd place on lap 9. So we get another podium position. It'd be great if we can hold this. And you can see another look at that. We're going down the inside, nicely controlled. We're down the inside. We actually turned traction control down to 1. I think 2 is a little bit too high for this car. So on board with Tom, and this is where the controversy starts. Always going to have a bit of controversy. Wall riding central. Look at the speed difference. Oh my god. I know this game's kind of known for this wall riding, and this generally isn't allowed in league races, but I think a few of the guys are actually doing this. You can see in front as well. But you just see how much time it actually makes you. Look at this, just into this next corner. If you get it right, you can make up. It's going to be at least 2.5 seconds a lap. But yeah, Control C to end the race. With Jake drove a great race and setting the fastest lap as well to take first. Valkyrie again 2nd place, and we're going to come across the line to take another podium So a real hard night, but we ended up taking podium. So we're happy with that. A second and 2/3 overall. Jake for the win, Valk in second, myself in third, Tom fourth, Vegas with a great result in fifth, Kevin ends up in sixth, the close was seventh, Ramag eighth, Reva ninth, Albanger in 10th, Tempo did not finish the race, so I'm not entirely sure what happened to Tempo. I'm glad you're top 11. So I'll have a look after what an absolutely crazy night. We'll have a look and see what that does in terms of the championship. Considering this is probably my hardest round so far, we'll definitely take the 3 podiums. We're managing on 309 points, and Valk in second on 256. Kevin is 243. Jake with the haul of points in 4th place, and it's looking extremely close between Talia and Tom as well in 5th and 6th. But if you like that, like and subscribe to the channel. We race again on Sunday night for the feature race. But that's me done. I'll see you guys next time. Laters.
PlayStation